The Island of Dr. Moreau by A.G. Wells, adapted for radio in this particular case. I have listened this morning to an adaptation for the BBC of this, I venture to say, rather famous work by the acclaimed A.G. Wells, who might be considered the best science fiction writer, and if not, one of the best. Alas, this is not my genre. Apart from Brave New World, which is included by the Modern Library among the best books of the last century, and surely it's there on other lists of critics and scholars. Apart from Brave New World, I don't really, it's Fahrenheit 451, and recently there was 2001 A Space Odyssey, come to think of it. A Clockwork Orange has some elements there. It takes place in the future. Alex is condemned in a different society from what we know, at least. But then that's not something that the people who follow this constantly, and that's what they read. If anything, I avoid science fiction, I would say. I did enjoy it a lot as a teenager, and it was then that flying saucers, UFOs fascinated me, but not so much in the meantime. But then, who knows? The taste can change. And I find that I have books that I like instantly and I'm thrilled, and I reject others. Now I'm reading from various books at various times of the day. But at certain times there's a counterpoint by Huxley, speaking of Brave New World. I rejected it the first time I started, and now I like it very much, very much. This happens, I'm changing from year to year. Anyway, coming back to the island, it's not really a thrilling entertainment for me. I knew pretty much about the subject, as probably you do. I think I've seen scenes from the movie, which I avoid the genre in movies as well. There's Blade Runner, there are a few, 2001 again, Space Odyssey, Doctor Strangelove, but that's also comedy, mixed with science fiction. So I don't really enjoy Avatar and X-Men, and especially when there's horror added to it. I also, if I'm to compare, horror I dislike even more. Horror I simply reject. And this has elements of horror, because indeed this doctor has been in the civilized world in the West, and has been conducting experiments, and a dog escaped who had been obviously tortured in the process of experimenting. So he has this island where he's again experimenting, and human beings with pointed ears and fur. They're transformed. They're mixed with animals, if I may say that. And there are people in the world that fear that with the genetic possibilities we have with the genetic engineering, with cloning the famous Dolly the sheep and others, other animals. There are some people who fear a conspiracy where such atrocities would be possible, if not mixing a man with a puma or hyena or something, or pigs with hyenas, as Dr. Moreau did. At least some such monstrosities are possible in the near future, and there will be lunatics who would work to create that. Dr. Moore, for himself, he tries to speak about the interest of science, the fact that, and that's true, this part of his argument, not the rest, but this part of the argument, it's true that men have been involved in all sorts of things like this, and on a large scale. Indeed, breeders of various races of animals have done terrible things. Indeed, speaking just of dogs, I have seen a documentary some time ago which was speaking about breeds of dogs which are monstrosity is not the word, but anyway, a very wrong, a very bad idea. For instance, the Belgian bulldog, or something, if I don't get the breed wrong, and even the British bulldog. Anyway, there are some breeds created by man through continuous reproduction of otherwise incompatible individual males and females, with the result of breeds which have so many problems that it is difficult for them to exist. Their very life at times appears to be a torture. Anyway, after a certain age, they have problems breathing, they have problems walking, and it's bad. So, in conclusion, I was not really thrilled by the Dr. Moreau, Dr. Moreau's argument.